Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Rockets versus Suns NBA matchup on Friday, February 23rd, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for one-on-one concierge-style service. And, of course, these packages, though, are not available on the website. You have to text the number that you see on the screen. So if you make big bets, text that number. But let's get to this one. Rockets taking on the Suns. And, the Suns, hit the break. They were playing some of their better basketball. They were 7-3 heading in, but they are on the back-to-back here after playing in Dallas on Thursday night. Meanwhile, the Rockets back home after playing in New Orleans on Thursday. So both these teams come in on the back-to-back, and I think, it's one of these things where you kind of look at what the situation was. The Suns spent a lot of the early part of the season battling through injuries and also working on team chemistry. We know they have some of the most talented players. They got a few Hall of Famers and certain Hall of Famers on this roster. And they also have a bunch of guys that are on the trajectory to be Hall of Famers. But, at the same time, for a team, it all comes down to what they do on the court. And for the Suns, it's been consistently inconsistent, especially in these road games where they do have a winning road record, but not against the spread they don't. And I think, for those of us that's why you're probably watching this video, right? And the thing is overall, same thing with the Suns. The expectations are high. So the record against the spread, it's not that great. And then we see the Rockets on the other side of it. The expectations were really low this season, and they're against the spread, they've been just fine. And against the spread at home, they've been really, really fine. So I think, we'll continue to see is the Rockets. I believe that towards the All-Star break, this was a team that was running out of gas. They had turned it around by playing a lot of defense. And, when you play defense, that's really all about effort. And I think the Rockets certainly put forth that effort. And we certainly saw the results as, over the first half of the season. But then over the final stretch here before the break, man, they really hit some rough patches. And if they could have just gone 500 over that stretch, we'd be talking about a totally different thing here. But when we look at the last 6 games, they were 1-5 straight up and just 2-4 against the number over that stretch. There's definitely some winnable spots in there. It wasn't all against, the best of the best. Like they played the Timberwolves and the Pacers in there, but there were also games against the Raptors, the Hawks, and the Grizzlies. All games that they lost, outright and didn't cover the spread in any of those. And I think that, for the Rockets, it just showed the fatigue, of all the effort that they had put forth. The Rockets aren't going to the NBA championship this year, but they're a much, much improved team. Meanwhile, the Suns spent a lot of that time just trying to put it together, and it certainly was coming together, winning 5 of 6 before the break. The Suns shoot the ball extremely well. I mean, these guys are, like I said, Hall of Famers and things of that nature. The Rockets still playing very, very good defense and really guarding the three very, very well. And I think the rest is going to do nothing but help them in that regard. I think, when we look at, the Rockets offense, it hasn't been there all season. And for the Suns, they play decent defense. They're about middle of the pack, though, in guarding the perimeter. I think this game is probably going to be a lot more competitive than people think. I'm going to take the Rockets at home, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.